Hi, I'm Daniel and this is Ashville Weekly episode 12. This week we tried to work through the London Christmas lockdown pandemic. We tried to prepare and stockpile the yard, and we begin the rebar frames at the YouTube car guy's house who says he's not a YouTuber, but he is. What is all that smoke? Do you want a close up? When you're committing a crime, if you snitch on your snitch, they won't be your snitch much longer. And it came to me. You and Sosa know something I don't. The zombie apocalypse. It's got nothing to do with you.
That's all them mince pies.
Mind your own business, innit? Don't put it on camera. I need to watch my back. Like I'm dead, but he is. Sounds about right, innit? Mountain goats. It's Monday morning, we are in the yard. The repair on the taxi has taken place. We have changed the shock, the spring and the wishbone, and it looks like the taxi is lying out a lot better. If I take a look at the front, we'll see that the frog eyes are looking good. So let's take it for a test drive and see how we get on. Actually working well. The handling feels a little bit better as well. Liking it. But there is something else I need to change. Henry at Ace Car Breakers, he's taken out an, oh, what's all that smoke? Oh my God, what is all that smoke? Henry at Ace Car Breakers is taking an engine and a gearbox out of another taxi he's got, and he's bringing that here. Henry, could you also bring me a steering wheel? I don't want to speculate what's on this, but I keep getting loads of marks on my hands and my hands are really dirty. So Henry, can you bring me a steering wheel, please? Ashville Weekly came out at 12:30 this morning. Guys, we're really sorry it came out so late, but releasing a feature film each and every week isn't easy. The team were flat out all week, and then we spent Saturday and Sunday, up to the point that the video came out, we were still in the office. I myself left this morning at 3 o'clock, went home, got some sleep, and came back to the yard. Apologies to all of you who were waiting. I know those loyal fans will catch up and watch it later. Guys, on Saturday, London went into a tier 4 lockdown. Now, the construction industry can still operate, and we have changed how we're operating slightly so we can remain safe. We don't actually have as much staff as normal because it's Christmas. I've given a lot of people an option. You can work or you can stay at home. Our building sites are big enough that everybody can be spread out and work safely. Anyone who drives a lorry, you're by yourself in the cab. You drive a machine, you're by yourself in the cab of that. So we have adapted and we're trying to keep everyone safe. On Tuesday morning, I was meant to be going up to LOUISY in Biggleswade to film the sign off of a new machine. Can't tell you what it is or what it's for, you'll have to wait. And Tuesday afterwards, I was gonna film a review of the LH60. Due to the tier 4 lockdown, LOUISY have canceled absolutely everything. So you're gonna have to wait till the new year to see sign off of my new machine, review of the LH60, and the review of the 150-ton digger that is sat in the chalk mine. Morning guys, I'm in the yard. It is Tuesday morning. If you can see my Thanos mug Christmas present here from Julia, shout out to Jules, who also made me a very strong coffee, which has brought me to this moment. Today I've received a gift from Squiggle Consult. It got my attention because I had a look at what they do, and they actually do wills. They look after your estate. I've had a read of this, and it gets a mention because it's quite interesting. So, last will and testament of Daniel Ashville LOUISY. Right, here we go. I appoint my right-hand man, Terry Duff, to be my sole executor and trustee.
I'm happy about that, it means I don't get nothing.
Terry Duff to be the guardian of my Liebherr LH60. I give my container collection to Max of KE Kent. Now we have history. Max, yes, you can come and collect the containers if I drop down dead. I give my car collection, not the taxi, to my headache customer, Yanni Shalalambus.
A jungle gym and a trampoline.
Also known as Yanni Mize. I give my collection of London memorabilia to Walthamstow Pump House Museum. Not bad, it will have a good home there. I give my pull-up bar to my aspiring Love Island contestant, Matthew at Whetstone Scaffold. The Love Island contestant. Matt, that way you can try to get the super guns like me. I give my YouTube royalties to be shared equally between my guy behind the camera, Will Blackburn, Will, shout out to you, and my other guy behind the camera, Glenn Jenkins. I give my boxing punch bag to Maya Brown. What you're gonna do with a 7-foot heavy duty extra large punch bag, Maya, I don't know. My executor may sell or convert any of the remaining assets as they consider appropriate and shall hold my estate in the trust of the following terms: to pay my debts and any funeral costs. Well, that's very nice.
Hang on, so if you croak it, I got to pay all your debts and your taxes?
Yes, Terry, you got to go and pay for all them lorries outside. So anything I have left is going to be divided equally and you'll all get an equal share. This is actually a real document. There's space for witnesses to sign. It's very entertaining and I thank you for it. It's made my morning. As they say in a certain film, maybe you and Sosa know something I don't. Yeah. I would like to know why you think I'm going to drop down dead, and maybe now I need to watch my back. Maybe I'll be walking across the yard and Terry could reverse over me in a loading shovel.
No, that's what I was doing when the tiger seal dropped. I was just measuring your weight. Hang on, whoa, hang on. Sorry.
Hey, bruv, you just shoved me and I felt like you put a little pressure on my back there, bruv. What is that, man? Man's going to walk through the yard. Rab, why is there a hole in the yard that's 6'5" by a metre wide? Like...
Nothing like that, nothing like that. Just hurry up and drink your coffee, innit? Does that coffee taste alright, yeah?
Now I know why Jules and Terry want me to drink this coffee. They're poisoning me slowly.
Daniel, I'm not going to poison you because I'm not getting anything, so...
Did you hear what Jules said? She's not going to poison me because she's not getting anything, leading us to believe that if she was getting something, she'd have the inspiration to do something to me. Great.
If you see my husband drop dead in the future, mind your business.
Hear what Jules said? If Jules' husband drops dead in the future, mind your own business, innit? It's got nothing to do with you. People die of natural causes every day. So thanks for this, guys. I very much appreciate this. But if you could contact me, I'd like to find out who your snitch is because you have a lot of information. And trust me, I won't snitch on you. I don't snitch on my snitch. If you snitch on your snitch, they won't be your snitch much longer. So I will not snitch. Snitch to me, but I'll keep it. I'll take the secret to my grave. Believe the audacity of these prayers, innit? I will, you know, like I'm dead. Next thing you know, I feel a push in my back when I'm at the top of the stairs or something. Last night on Yanni Shalalambos' personal channel, he had a video come out. And in that video, Yanni asked a question. He asked me what OSB board was. And I said, it's just called OSB board. No. Apparently, everyone's gone onto Google and it is called, what's it called, Will?
Oriented strand board.
It's called oriented strand board. And I didn't know that, so everyone's gone on to correct me. Thank you very much for correcting me. Just to make a point, I don't sell building materials, I just use them. So you're right, I didn't know what it meant, and I don't know what everything means in building because like you, I'm learning as I go along, and every day I am learning. So yes, Yanni stumped me, and I'm glad all of you have used Google now and found out what it's called. On the subject of videos, our mechanic Noel watched the last Ashville Weekly. When you're committing a crime, it's very important that you don't put it on camera. Noel has realized that I took his 60-year-old enamel bucket. We are going shopping. He called me and used language which I wouldn't repeat on Ashville Weekly. So I need to call Nick Zametti and get hold of that bucket and bring it back ASAP. Otherwise, Noel is not going to be happy with me. He's fuming.
That's it.
2 weeks ago, I showed you the new equipment I had made to pick up the blocks with the forklift. What we have made in the repair bay today. Well, this is something that we use to also pick up blocks with the 26-ton digger. Now, I had a look at it and I thought to myself, do you know what? It does the job. Maybe we can overdo it just to make sure that we're 100% safe. So we used to use this previously. This is certified to 2.5 tons. However, we've changed that. So you see the shackles I bought last week. This is what we will now use to pick up the concrete blocks with the digger. This is a bow shackle certified to 8 tons. This wire bond is certified to 6 tons. This bow shackle is certified to 4.5 tons. These lifting eyes are certified to 2.5 ton. The maximum weight of the block is 2.5 tons. So we've gone over and above with this. Terry's standing on the land, he's got something to say.
They're called lifting clutches. Re-record that, they're called lifting clutches.
Lifting clutches. Terry hasn't, no, we don't need to re-record it. I don't know everything. Terry has come out, he stood up there with something in his hand to throw at me because he wants to get into my wheel. And these are called lifting clutches. So if the maximum weight we're going to lift is 2.4 tons with this, we are over and above with my new lifting equipment for the digger. Guys, we are at STS and this is Greg. It's one of our neighbors. He's invited me round because he has the tallest cherry picker in the country, 185 foot. I brought my binoculars with me. I'm going to go up into the sky, see if I can spy on Tezza, see if he's doing any work. Thank you very much, Greg.
No worries, let's get it done.
There's a lot of movement. Hey Will, we're going to be filming on Christmas Day. Is that all right with you? Everything's all right, innit? Christmas Day, Will, yeah? What was that? Say that again? Unfortunately, I can't stay up here all day because that car YouTuber guy, we need to go to his house for a meeting on the bathrooms. We're at the house of that car YouTuber guy that says he's not a YouTuber, but he is. If you have a look here, you can see the first rebar frame that we've put together above the piles to get ready to start to pour concrete. This is one of the larger frames that we've constructed, but it's not fitting at the moment. So we've had to drill into the wall here, and then when we move everything back in, we should manage to fit it in place. Here's another one that we've already made, what we're gonna put in very soon. Now, all the gyms are closed and the Ashville gym isn't ready, so let's see if we can give this a quick deadlift. Ah. Perfect form. At the back of the house, we've moved as much of the mound of earth as we possibly can that you saw last week into this area, and we filled it. Now, there will be a bit of compression. It will go down a bit and we'll put a little bit more, but I don't think we're gonna manage to hide all of this. So I think we're gonna probably have to transport this to the front of the house and get a couple of grab lorries down to take it away. Just finished a meeting with the bathroom supplier, went very well. We should have some bits and pieces arriving at the end of Jan. That's enough for here, let's head back to the yard.
Hello.
Hello.
We are the one and only independent biggest skip company in North London.
Really?
Not really, but it sounds good though, doesn't it? It's been a bit pear-shaped, so there's a couple over west.
What?
There's a muck job over west.
What do you mean west? West where?
West London, this is my manor, isn't it?
What are you doing in West London?
Whoa, 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 whoa. When you were just a little youth, we were in West London, my friend.
Can't come round the North Circular without my say so. What's happened here? The man didn't have enough in North London. He's got to come to West London and eat my dinner as well. We've got to have a sit down.
We have a depot in West London, have done for the last 60 odd years, if you don't mind.
I'd call that North West London.
Yeah,
keep your lorries out of my manor. You know what I mean? Don't be filling your water canister over by my well, mate. It's all quieting down for Christmas at the moment. Any closing words of wisdom?
Get out of the shop as quick as you got into it.
Maybe I'll come work for you, mate.
No, you couldn't get a better job. I love this skip job. I think it's the best job ever. Danny boy, have a good Christmas, my friend.
You too, mate.
And a happy new year, and I hope it's a better one than this year.
I hope so too. Michael O'Donovan from O'Donovan. Oh, he's such a character. No matter how many times that happens, I never get bored of driving past an Ashville lorry. I have a stick and I have a rocky mountain. I feel like I know what the universe is going to send me next. Mountain goats. I can see it now. A herd of mountain goats, a sheepdog, me tending to my herd as I do in the Ashville yard, walking around every day trying to stay out the way of the LH60. No, and all the wolves in this business, and there are plenty of them. I do feel like sooner or later some mountain goats are going to arrive at Ashville, but it's not what I want for Christmas. What I actually want for Christmas is something that I've been trying to get hold of for a very long time. I would like one of the original Hummers, a Hummer from the army, not one with big rims on it and TVs in the headrest. I would like a bomb-proof ex-army Hummer. Now, I've been trying for a long time, looking online. So everybody out there, please don't send me a bunch of links to a bunch of websites. I appreciate it, but I am fully capable of going on Google and Googling it myself. I believe the majority of them are in America, in California, but I have trouble trying to export them. Now, when I get it here, I'm going to service it, look after it as we do all Ashville machinery, but I'm going to spray it black. I'm going to put panels on it. It's going to look like something out of Mad Max Thunderdome. I feel it will be a fantastic addition to the fleet. It'll be something I can drive and have fun with in the summer. And also it'll help me prepare for the zombie apocalypse, which is upon us, which could happen any day. Guys, I want to address something in the comments and something when people bump into me, they ask this question a lot. I got a lot of DMs about this on Instagram as well. People asking me about starting your own business. I would say the key things with starting your own business is sacrifice, commitment, determination, and you need to be resolute because a lot of the time things aren't going to go your way. My losses far outweigh my wins, but you just keep plugging along and you have to keep going no matter what. Generally, by the end of every day, I'm disheartened and I wake up in the morning and I go at it again. And a massive thing about that will be the hours that you work. Me personally, and everybody I know who runs their own business, if you believe that you're going to shut off at 5 o'clock, half 5, and sit on the sofa watching television and then go to sleep and come to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be very difficult for your business to succeed. You need to understand the hours that you're going to put in. Now, starting your own business isn't for everyone. You could have a good job and you could earn a good living and you can go home and spend time with your family and do lots of cool things with your time. You know, a lot of people write in the comments that they work to live, they don't live to work, which is fine. Some people want to get the bit between their teeth and they want to create something. They want to create a legacy. So if you do want to do that and you do want to start your own business, it's always possible. Always remember, it's never what you do, it's how it's done. So just remember that. Sacrifice, commitment, and just keep chugging away. And I mean eventually, because it could take years. It should come good for you. What, are we recording?
Something funny might happen.
Yeah, because this chief coming, he's probably going to say something he shouldn't say.
No, mine's gone blank now.
Sounds about right. It's time to do some work. My mind's gone blank. Sounds about right, innit? It's 5 o'clock. I'm in the yard. Tell a lie. It's 10 to 5. I'm in the yard. We had to fill the yard full of material because now all quarries are closed. So we've got plenty of ballast, sand and gravel in the yard. And we also have a mountain of rocks that we can do nothing with. We had a delivery of cement. We had diesel. We had AdBlue. Everything is in here so we can operate over the Christmas period. If you remember my plan with the fuel tanks, I wanted to bring the filler pipe very low so we could lift the tank a lot higher. The fill pipes are now in place. We had to go down to BSS and get these pipes. I think generally these pipes are used for plumbing, but we use them for the fill pipes on the new diesel tank. Now this is in place, we're gonna paint this all black and it's nearly ready to go. As I said, we are fully stocked with material. 10 mil, 20 mil, sand and ballast. So we won't be letting down any of our clients over the Christmas period. I think that Will got some drone footage earlier of these bays before they were completely filled. We'll show that now. Plenty of cement. Another one of my missions in the daytime today was trying to find a new kick-out glass for this digger. Liebherr couldn't get to us in time, so I actually took this out. I went to the supplier and I made sure I found an exact match. But I'm going to show you the new one, which is now in the kitchen because I have to get it ready to put it in place. What's wrong? It is 5:11. Terry has another 3 hours before he can go home. Yeah, cool, appreciate that, Tom, man. Yeah, man, you're a great guy, man. Here is my new kick-out glass for the digger. As you can see, these parts have been, has that moved? No, it can't have done, has that moved? Oh no. Oh. The glass comes with a sort of darkened area where you can take these off the old ones and put on this, but there's no fixing as in to put like any screws or bolts through it, so you have to use adhesive and stick it on. Now when I put this here earlier, it was dead straight. Now I've come back and it's slightly bent, so I've put it back to how it should be, and the heating's on in here full blast, so hopefully by the morning this is dry and we can slot the new one in. It's Christmas Eve and we are in the yard. There's not many of us here. We're just doing a few bits and pieces. I tried to go around to the car wash, but the car wash was closed, so I had to wash the car myself. I have absolutely drenched myself in mud. We have been working on a QPR video, which should be with you in about 2 hours. We're just uploading it to YouTube now, and then Ara is going to do his magic. Also, while we're giving it a wash, we're filling her with AdBlue and screen wash. The other day I asked someone in the yard to put a bit of screen wash in the car. All now I'm trying to clean my windscreen and it's not getting clean properly. So this time I thought I'd do it myself. You know what? Let me try and clean my boots. Careful, yeah? Do you want a close up? At a time like this, when we're winding down for Christmas, we do things that we could never ordinarily do because it's far too busy in here. So we used the forklift and we took off both these ramps and this side, jet washed them, cleaned them, and while they were removed, we scraped the area underneath and cleaned all the muck away. And it has finally arrived, a black and yellow Christmas hat.
Start again. We don't get this with Will, you know.
The other day I asked Jules to order me an Ashville Christmas hat, find one in black and yellow, and she did, and I am very grateful. But there is one problem. Jules doesn't know about affiliations and football teams. Now the good people at QPR, while they love me, would disown me for wearing this hat. So rather than me try and wear it backwards and try and be clever, I'm showing it all to you. Let's try and put this on back to front and see how we get on. Hopefully I don't look like Hanky the Christmas poo. So Terry's saying that I'm complaining that he's never at work, but his missus is complaining he's never at home.
I'm being pulled from pillar to post here.
It's Christmas Eve, and Terry is at work, and he's only got 6 hours left of work because it is 2:39.
Ah, Daniel, 6 minutes, mate. 6 minutes.
2 loading shovels a digger and an LH60 have blocked your car in, so you won't be going anywhere. Cool. We are serious about making content, and we're going to continue to bring you content, quality content, and we're going to try to up our game. So I'm thinking, and it came to me, the construction team sit on this side, the video team sit on that side. We're going to swap them, and we're going to do it over the Christmas break, so when everybody comes back after Christmas, they're going to walk in and be like, The QPR Christmas video is 84% exported. Hopefully we can get this one up to YouTube and get it out ASAP. We had hoped to get it out at 3 o'clock, but we kept having watch-throughs, and we kept thinking of ways to improve it, but we had to just let it go in the end and say we're gonna put it out as it is. We didn't have a full team in today, but the people we did have in worked really well. We got a lot done. It was a very productive day. I'd like to spare a thought for everyone who will be alone tomorrow because we are in a tier 4 lockdown. Also for all the lorry drivers who are stuck at ports who can't get home. Guys, it's Christmas Day and I'm in the yard. Merry Christmas. I'm the only one who's in because I'm the only one who's serious. For some reason, everyone wants a day off on Christmas Day. If the 3 wise men had fought like this, Jesus wouldn't have got any presents whatsoever. Only joking. I'm gonna go home and have some Christmas dinner. Happy Christmas to all. It's Saturday and we are in the yard and it is Boxing Day. For Boxing Day, I wanted to fill my punch bag. I put an SOS out to everyone. I said, yo, anyone who's got any clothes they want to get rid of, come and drop it into me. I'll come and collect them. Matt, the Love Island contestant from Whetstone Scaffolding, who helped build the gym, he is the only man that has come through. It is a big bag as well. Now I'm looking at a couple of these garms and I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should take them, like this Paddington Bear jacket. Maybe I could try this on before I get rid of it.
The arms will get in it, we're roughly the same size.
We're roughly the same size. We are roughly the same size. Matt's jacket does not fit.
See, that's all them mince pies at Christmas.
There must be that, innit?
There must be that.
Right, Matt's jacket does not fit, so we are going to use this jacket and we're going to put it in there ordinarily. Oh, man. You put bags of sand on the bottom first, then you do close in a circle, close. Yeah. Then you put bags of sand in the middle, close around, close again, bags of sand in the middle, close around. That's the Tekkers anyway. Yeah, that's the Tekkers. So unfortunately, we can't fill the boxing bag on Boxing Day, but we have made a start. Thank you, Matt.
That's all right.
Guys, I brought this bag in to have a closer look at Matt's kind donation. These are definitely too good for punch bag fill. Obviously, Matt put his swim trunks in here, not his Speedos. I wouldn't give those to anyone else. But yeah, guys, these clothes are far too good. I think these could go to good use. I want to put a wider call out to anybody within driving distance of the yard. We will be accepting any of your unwanted clothes for the next week. But please check the date of this video. Check it because this is for a limited time only and we are not Oxfam. However, as we are a waste management company, we're going to go through all the clothes that you drop off here. They're going to go into one of 2 piles. One is the reusable pile, which will go with the stuff that Matt has brought today. And there'll be another pile to fill the punch bag. When it's all done, we're going to deliver the good clothes to Oxfam or another homeless charity. That's it for Ashville Weekly episode 12. Now there was a lot of Daniel talking this week, but know that Daniel is serious. And while everything was winding down, Daniel was planning and filming. I did go almost 200 feet in the air this week, but there's going to be a separate video for that. Now it looks like there's a bit of a turf war building in northwest London between Ashville and the O'Donovans. But know that your boy Daniel is not shook. And I didn't get a Hummer for Christmas, but there's always next year. Click here for the Ashville website. Click here to subscribe to the Ashville channel. Click here to watch the full video, gifting from a grab lorry, and click here for last week's episode. All now they probably think last week's episode and the other video were the same video. About 50,000 views. 50,000